And I said I would be obstructing.
Federal officer shows badge. Cops suspect an impersonator. Welcome to part 7.
The traffic. He says, you can push it up in there. You're a disabled vehicle.
No.
You weren't there.
Who was that?
It was an officer. He had pulled someone up over there. So when I got out, I was working at the federal building every day. So when I got out to get my truck, I noticed there's a flat. He saw me on the side of the road, offered to assist me. I said, you know what? And make sure the rim's up. He said, I'll push you. I said, then he told me about a place called O'Hara down the street. Because I moved here about, I don't know. I moved here about 3 months ago, transferred from the Detroit federal office. I live in a place called Lake Limerick. Skunk Club. Looks hard to see me, I know.
In Shelton.
Outside the Shelton, yeah. Lake Limerick is,
I know
looks hard to see me. So yeah, I live in that exclusive golf community. So he offered to assist me. I said, well, it messed up the rims. I said, I think you can make it up there. And so I said, but I said I would be blocking traffic. He said, you're a disabled vehicle, that's okay.
Okay.
So had you had called the officer, he would have told you.
Everything that the federal officer is stating in this video is factual. Let's continue.
That's not how this works.
Okay, but you
I work for
call me a liar.
transit. I asked you to move it.
You're in big trouble anyway. You're in big trouble anyway. You
No,
called
I'm
me a
not.
liar. So you started calling me a liar. So then I told him I was a lawyer.
When you refused to hand me your badge, I called you a liar.
Then you said, as a supervisor, you said you were a supervisor. I said,
I am
you
a
have another
supervisor.
one. I find it hard to believe. So
Okay.
when I told you I was a lawyer, oh really? Oh really? You looking at me like I was crazy. Actually, I have 2 law degrees, by the way.
Good for you.
My card is
So you should
actually
know
fine.
that when I ask for your badge,
Don't lecture me.
I am going to lecture you because
No,
if you
no,
do this
you're not.
again, you're going to
No,
get
no, no,
arrested
no.
eventually.
No.